Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angel Marino, but you can call me Mac Daddy. And in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to achieve this beautiful look. I decided to create a halo eye because I feel like I haven't really done that in a while. And I'm putting a lot of new makeup to the test. I'm gonna be using the brand new, highly anticipated Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush collab. And I'm also gonna be using the brand new Jouer Rose Gold collection. Trust me, this collection is so beautiful. And I'm also using the brand new NARS Climax mascara. Before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. So take a minute to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss a beat. And yeah, let's get started. All right guys, so I basically did most of my face off of camera because I figured you guys have seen me do it before, and I just really want to get to this makeup and this collection, so let's just get right to it. I'm super excited because I'm going to be using the brand new, highly anticipated Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush collection. I'm super obsessed with this case. Ever since I saw her talk about this in the video, I was like really obsessed with it because it's just so perfect for traveling. And it's super sturdy. When she was talking about like you can literally throw it across the room like a football, like I believe her. So Jouer just launched their brand new Rose Gold collection, and as a part of the collection, they included this eyeshadow palette. Now, I love the Jouer eyeshadow palettes. I actually did a video with the first eyeshadow palette that they ever released. If you guys want to see that, you guys can just look up my signature bronze smoky look. I love the packaging. I love the white. I love the rose gold, and the tones in here look absolutely beautiful. And I really don't know what I want to do. I'm just going to kind of freestyle it and just kind of see where we go. So before I get started, I am going to place a little bit of setting powder underneath my eye area just to catch any fallout just in case, but I'm sure we won't have that problem. I've been super obsessed with this new Lancome setting powder. This is their long time no shine setting powder. They did make two different shades. This is the translucent shade, but they do have a deeper shade. I was introduced to this powder when I was with them in Santa Barbara, and since then I've literally been obsessed with it. It is so amazing. So this is what we're gonna use today. And I'm just gonna press it underneath my eye area and underneath my contour just to like under highlight, and to also just kind of snatch my nose a little bit more. And with the nose, we just really wanna make sure that we are creating that shape that we want our nose to take. So I just lightly, just kind of press it in place, just like so. I know I look crazy, I know, but trust me, it's gonna look bomb when it's done. Just under highlighting just a tad, right in there. All right, so now we're just gonna let that simmer down and we're gonna move on to eyes. So I've been staring at this palette all day trying to figure out what look I wanna do because it literally is such a gorgeous palette and there's so many looks that you can create. I kind of want to create a little bit of a halo eye because I feel like I haven't really done that lately. So that's just what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start off with this shade right in here, which is like the warm shade. It's a good transition color. It's a matte. This is shade Hazelnut. Now, there is a lot of eye brushes in this collection. And when I'm looking at the brushes, I do have to say that a lot of them do look pretty similar, but once you kind of compare them side by side, you will notice that there's really small nuances as far as like the length or the size or like how fluffy the brushes are. So as a makeup artist, I can appreciate that there is such a huge range when it comes to blending brushes because you can never have enough. For my first shade, I do want to kind of take the biggest one, which is this one right in here, JH30. She looks like this. And you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on my eyelid. I normally don't use primers, but I'm gonna use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer just to have a little something on my eyelids to prime them. I'm literally just taking it with my finger, just very ever so lightly. So I'm just gonna dip in this baby with this brush, and I'm just gonna start to run this in my crease. And with this first shade, I'm really making sure that I'm really getting in the inner corner of my eye and the outer corner of my eye as well. Just kind of taking my finger to tap it on the edge. All right, so as far as this first brush goes, not bad at all. It didn't shed, which is always a plus. And I do like the way that it blended it out. It is a bigger brush. It's bigger than kind of like what I'm used to, but I do like that it kind of covered more space right away. But so far, so good. So the next shade that we're gonna apply in our crease is this beautiful kind of like plummy shade down here. This is shade Orchid, and I'm gonna go in with brush JH32. Now this is one of the longer blending brushes. This is the one that's a little bit more dome shaped and not as pointed, so I really still wanna blow out this color, which is why I chose this brush for this shade. And again, we're gonna take this color on the inner corner to the outer corner of the crease. Now, I really like this brush. I really like the way that it's kind of like tucking into the crease. You know what I mean? It's like tucking, it's like hugging it perfectly, which just means it's gonna deposit the color right where I want it. I'm really loving the way these two shades are blending into each other. If it helps you when you're blending, I kind of tend to raise my brows. My Botox is worn off a little bit, so I can actually raise them. But it just kind of lets me just get in here just a little bit better. And now we're just gonna blend, 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 blend. So I'm really loving how this is looking. I'm gonna go back in with that first brush just to kind of like give it a smoother blend. You know, just finessing her a little bit more, just a tad. So I'm actually gonna go in with this JH33. She looks like this. She's a little bit more of like an ovally dome shape, so I think this is gonna be perfect to kind of really create that like inner and outer halo to my eyes. I'm gonna go in with this shade right in here. This is Miss Rosewood. And we're just gonna start again, focusing on the outer corner only. All right, so now I'm gonna take that same brush and that same color, and I'm just gonna apply it on the inner corner of my eye as well. So next, I'm gonna take this cream eyeshadow crayon. This is in the shade Rose Gold. I love Jouer cream eyeshadow crayons. There was a shade called Baroque that I was obsessed with. I just ran out, so Jouer, if you're watching, I need more. But it was like a really pretty bronze shade. This is a really beautiful like rose gold tone. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys so you can see. She looks like that, she's so pretty. So I wanna use this like right on the center of my lid just to kind of create more of that like peekaboo moment that I want. So I'm just gonna start to kind of blend a little bit right in the center. And I'm gonna do that like right where you kind of see like no shadow yet. All right, so now that I've kind of applied this on my eyelid, I'm gonna take this brush. This is the JH41. This is the one that Jaclyn claims that we all need in our life. So I'm gonna use this to kind of just to kind of stipple out the edges of where I place this. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now I'm gonna take the exact same brush and I'm gonna go into this shade right in here called Rose Quartz, which is like a really pretty light pink. I am gonna spray my brush because I want it to be super foiled. I'm gonna be using this new Bobbi Brown. This is the Primer Plus Hydrating 3-in-1 Setting Spray. And I'm just gonna use this just to kind of spray my brush and pick up this shade. And then we're just gonna stipple and press this right over where we placed that cream eyeshadow. Yep, this is definitely what I needed in my life. I love it, I think it's so beautiful. Just gonna do the same thing on the other side and literally just kind of staying right in that center. So now just to add a little bit more depth and really kind of kick these halo eyes into overdrive, I'm gonna take this brush. This is JH40. This is a super tiny little blending brush and I love that it's like nice and kind of comes to a little point. So it's just gonna get right in the crease. And I'm gonna take this dark shade right here in this outer corner. And this is shade Cedar. And we're just gonna place this right in the inner and outer corner of our eyes. And I'm staying really, really tight. I really like how this brush just like perfectly tucks into that inner corner. It's like the perfect brush for this. All right, so I am pretty comfortable with how my eyes look. I'm gonna kind of finish framing them at the bottom. So I'm gonna take brush JH04. I need something a little bit more stiff. I'm gonna spray my face with this Bobbi Brown spray. Kind of give a little bit more of like a natural dewiness to my skin. I just love it, this shit, you guys. Especially after baking, if you just like use a generous amount, it just kind of takes away any dry looking texture. So in my waterline, I'm gonna be using this rose gold cream eyeshadow, just like I told you guys that you can do. So I'm just gonna run this in my waterline. And to smudge out my lash line, I'm gonna be using this JH38. This is a really small like pencil brush. And I'm just gonna go back in with this shade Orchid right in here and just run this under my lash line. This brush is like the perfect size to run underneath your lash line if you want to blend something out, because it's not too big, it's not too small, but it's nice and stiff enough to where it's really kind of moving that color for you. I'm just picking up a clean blending brush. This is brush JH35, and I'm just using this just to kind of like clean up and just kind of further diffuse the eyeshadow where it stops. So before we do lashes, I'm gonna take this MAC eyebrow styler. This is in the shade Lingering, and I'm just going to kind of fill in the end of my brow and just kind of elongate the tail. Now I'm gonna go in with this JH08, and I'm gonna use this Patrick Starrr and MAC Give Me Life bronzer. I'm just picking a little bit up. I just kind of want to diffuse like that harsh line that we see there, just to make it look a little bit more blended. All right, so moving on to my eyelashes. I'm actually gonna curl them first using this Lancome eyelash curler. So for my lashes, I'm gonna be using this brand new NARS Climax mascara. This baby has been my jam. Now, I'm always someone that feels like I have to wear a lash. Like I just feel like sometimes like my makeup doesn't look complete unless I'm wearing a lash. And I'm not kidding you, this baby, like just curling my lashes and using this baby just really makes me feel like I don't necessarily need a lash, and I think I'm just gonna kind of start to challenge myself to really kind of have that view when it comes to different makeup looks, because I don't feel like every makeup look should require an eyelash. For something like this, if I do a lash, I'm just a little afraid that it's gonna kind of like block the shadow and you're not gonna really see what's going on. So I do wanna keep the lashes a little bit more kind of pulled back. So I'm just going to coat them with mascara. I absolutely love this brush. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. She's a little bit of a bigger brush, and we're just gonna coat and wiggle onto my lashes. You guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. Now this mascara builds major volume. It just really makes them look really nice and thick. And the formula dries down really nicely. It's not like too wet of a formula to where like you're blinking and it's going all over the place, especially being that I've curled my eyelashes. And I'm literally just coating a few coats, and it's giving me the drama that I need. And I really wanted to do this live in action for you guys on camera to really show you guys the difference and really show you guys how amazing this mascara is. I mean, I know. Gonna add some onto the other side, of course. And over time, throughout the day, as you're wearing this mascara, it doesn't flake, it doesn't run, it really stays put, which I can always appreciate in a mascara. And we're also gonna run it on our bottom lashes just to add some density and some volume. I mean, you guys see, there's a major difference. Like, it just really adds so much density to the lash. So moving on, I'm gonna highlight my face. I'm gonna be using this JH09 brush. I'm gonna be using this rose gold highlighter from Jouer. Now, Jouer has some pretty amazing pressed highlighters. They're super creamy, they blend super nicely. So I'm just gonna pick it up with this brush, and I'm just gonna start to just kind of dust it over the high points of my cheek. So pretty. Gotta get up here, of course, just a tad. I'm gonna go back in with that brush that I used for bronzer just to kind of blend anything that kind of just doesn't look blended. I'm also gonna take some on my nose. This is brush JH42. It's this little tiny little baby. So I'm just gonna use this to highlight my nose. Snatch her up. So before I forget, I am gonna take a little bit of this Marc Jacobs highliner. This is in the shade Blacker. You guys see me use this all the time. And I'm just gonna run this on my waterline right at the top of my lashes. Now, I usually don't wear blush, you guys know that, but this blush duo in this rose gold collection is just absolutely stunning. And I just kind of want to hit my cheeks with this rose gold one right in here. And I'm going to be using this JH04 brush. I'm going to kind of just take this on the apples of my cheeks and just kind of brush it back. Just kind of add a little bit more of a pink tone. I don't know if you guys can see, it looks a little pinky. So pretty. For my lips today, I'm going to be using this Audacious lipstick from NARS. This is in the shade Barbara. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. I'm just going to do a really light application just to kind of saturate my lips. And to finish my lips, I'm going to be using this Jouer lip topper. This is in the shade Rose Gold. Jouer is known for the lip toppers, so I'm really excited to see what this one is going to look like. Just going to do a light little application over the lipstick. And to finish my look, I'm gonna lock it all in using my Bobbi Brown setting spray. Just gonna give myself a few little spritzies. It smells so good. All right, guys, so that pretty much completes this look, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. I'm really glad that I decided to go with like this halo eye today. My overall thoughts, I'm really, really happy with how these brushes perform. I loved the way that they just really kind of blended everything out. And I really think that it was really genius that Jaclyn selected different sizes and different shapes to really help you guys achieve a really seamless, like a beautiful blended makeup. And I'm telling you guys, you have everything you need in this collection. Now, if you guys ask me out of all of the bundles, which one do I think you guys need the most? I would definitely say that eye brushes is definitely a good investment, but if you can get the entire collection, I totally would because they are beautiful. As far as the rose gold collection goes, I was so happy with how this palette performed. I really feel like there's so many looks that you can create, and I'm gonna keep creating looks with this because there were some colors in here that I didn't get to that I really, really wanna try. And of course, you guys already know I'm obsessed with this mascara. You totally need this baby in your life. I really feel like it's gonna be your guys' new favorite. Now, I do have some discount codes in case you guys wanna pick anything up from Morphe or Jouer, and I will leave that in my description box below so that you guys can save some money, because who doesn't like to save some money? Let me know what you guys thought about this look in my comment section. If you liked it, if you want me to continue to make videos, hit that thumbs up, and I promise you guys I'm working on making more videos. You definitely don't want to miss a beat because September is gonna be lit. There's a new launch coming from my brand Artist Couture. I cannot wait to share, and of course I'm gonna be doing a huge reveal video showing you guys everything. You don't want to miss it, so you guys make sure you stay tuned, and make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that jazz, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.